Dankarella in the kitchen. She whipping. Dankarella in the kitchen. She whipping, yeah. Oh, yeah. Today we making Louisiana voodoo fries, honey. Right in time for Mardi Gras season, baby. Let's get started. These are the ingredients you're going to need right here. Now, I'm making my own cheese sauce, and I'm using fresh potatoes. You don't have to do that now. You can get some cheese sauce that's already made from the store, and you can get some frozen french fries if you want to. Don't think you any less of a chef or a cook because you cooking canned good vegetables or frozen foods or nothing like that. Don't even worry about that. If you ever worked at any restaurant, most of that shit in the back is frozen or canned or something of the sort. Don't even worry about it. You got this, you're going to season it up, it's going to be all good. Anyway, I'm going to peel all this skin off the potatoes, most of it. I mean, I like mine like that. My kids don't really like the skin, but you can leave some skin on if you want to. Now, I know you're asking, how you going to get a square french fry out of a round shaped potato? Really, all you're going to do is cut the edges off and cut all the sides. Make the sides flat, and that will ensure that each fry is about the same size and has the same square edges. That is very important. I mean, homemade fries can look however you want them to make. But for cooking purposes and to make sure they all have the same crisp and done on the inside, I mean, you want them to be about the same size. You know what I'm saying? And for appearance purposes, I mean, I just like for my food to look good. So you want them to be right. So once you cut that and ensure all the sides are straight, you can get you something like this. It's going to be about this thick, rectangle, square edges. Let's go. You can get you about 3 fries out of these. I like mine kind of thick. I love potatoes. McDonald's french fries are good. They thin, they good, but I love me some thick potatoes. Get them in that cold water. Anytime you're messing with any kind of potatoes, make sure you get them in some cold water. That'll keep them crisp, keep them from turning brown before you get through cutting the rest of them, all that. So yeah, we're going to get them fries cut up, get them in that cold water. Ooh, and next we can make the cheese sauce. But ooh, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's such vibes in here right now. I'm like watching a documentary on Hulu. I got the good shit in the ashtray over there. I got my drink over there on the rocks. Like, let's go. Okay, now I'm going to start the melted butter in the skillet for the roux. We're going to make a light roux. We ain't making no gumbo or nothing like that. So it's going to be real light. But I just recently found out you have to cook your flour. Like, make sure it's just all incorporated in the butter and all cooked because flour is raw and you can get sick. Just finding that out. So yeah, I'm going to make sure this done. I usually always do though, so no worries. But anyway, we're going to get this in there. We're going to get some milk in there because, baby, this finna be good. You want it thick, but you don't want it too thick. Once you add that cheese, it's going to thicken up even more. So, I mean, make sure you're stirring vigorously, whisking. I tried to have me a little spoon at first, but realized I definitely need a whisk. Baby, we're going to shred our own cheese. There ain't nothing wrong with store-bought cheese that's already shredded. Go and get that if you need to. But I'm telling you, I'm going to shred my own cheese. It just come out so much better. It melts so much better. Honestly, they put something in it so that it won't stick together in the store. So it keep it from melting. I don't know. This is good. This is good. But don't think you any less of a chef if you're not shredding your own cheese. It's okay. But I'm going to use this right here because it come out so good, so smooth. You're going to whisk this until it come out super smooth. I mean, you probably want to get you a spatula or something flat because it kept getting stuck in the middle of my whisk. Just want to whisk your roux, then get you something flat to stir that cheese. Just work it, baby. Just work it because it's going to get so smooth. Look at it. Oh, it done came together. Oh, it came together. This finna pour over them fries so good. And the thing that make them voodoo fries, it ain't the cheese, it ain't the bacon, it's the grilled onions and the seasonings that I'm finna put on here. Like, they got brown sugar, all type of shit in here, chili sauce, all type of shit in there. So, yeah, I'm gonna brown me up some onions, y'all. We gonna caramelize them up real good so we can get them on there. Go ahead, get them little onions in there, y'all. This finna be good. This finna be so good. And I'm getting a lot of questions on like how to start a YouTube channel or what should your first steps be. Honestly, the very first step is to just do that shit. Make you an account. Figure something out as far as what you're gonna do on there. I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably already got some sort of idea of what you could do on there. Do that. Put your camera up and just start. You gotta start somewhere. My advice to you is to just start. Alright, we're going to dry these fries off. Make sure you dry them good. Get you a few paper towels on there. Dry them good. They going to be like this. They thick, y'all. They look good. They came out good. I'm finna make this ranch real quick. That's another thing. I like making the ranch from the pack. Now, you can clearly buy the ranch out the bottle. That's fine. That shit good, too. I'm finna fry these fries up, y'all. I got this oil hot. I like frying in a wok. I don't know why that shit just come out so good. Asians be having shit on point. Like, they know everything. They frying a wok. That shit be coming out good. So I'm frying in a wok. Yeah, you just gonna fry them for about, give or take about 12 minutes or so. Because they thick, they fresh, they was cold in that cold water. So yeah, we gonna get them fried up for about 12 minutes. They're gonna be super crispy, y'all. Look at them. They came out golden brown, super crispy. Because once I put everything I'm about to put on these fries, baby, potatoes could get soggy real quick. So we're going to make sure they got a nice little crisp on them so we can keep that crisp. But we got all that cheese sauce on there, baby. And y'all got to excuse my excitement when I'm cooking and eating because, baby, I've been a foodie since a very young child. Like, I used to come home from school and literally sit up and watch Food Network for fun. For fun. Just watching, like, I did not know it would lead to something like this because I'm literally cooking all the time now. But hey, I'm a big foodie. Big foodies, drop it in the comments. What's good? Okay, y'all, we're going to get some green onions. I got them little caramelized onions that I made earlier. We're going to put them to the side. I got some twisty bacon. Hey, y'all should start twisting y'all bacon up like this. I don't know, it just come out so much better for some reason. Come out crispy, come out a little thicker, like if it's the thin bacon and you couldn't get the thick bacon that week, this make it the thick bacon. So I chopped that up. We're going to put that on them fries. And y'all got this little cute, a little cast iron. It's so cute. I got about 4 of these so everybody can have their own. Super cute. Got these seasonings, y'all. I'm finna get this on here. That's like a whole bunch of shit. Like, I'm gonna drop it in the description. It's a lot of seasonings, but you just gonna put a little bit of each. It's so good. So I got that cheese sauce on there. I'm gonna put a little more of the cheese on there that we shredded up. So make sure you save a little bit. We're gonna get them grilled onions on there, them green onions, that bacon. Y'all, look at this. Oh, look good enough to eat. Look at all that stuck on that fry, y'all. Get it in that ranch. Hold on. Potato lovers check in right now because, oh my God, this was so good, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. More recipes on the way. And I'm definitely putting this recipe in the description because this is a must try. Y'all have to try this. It's so good. She in the kitchen and she whipping.